Alright, what's up, guys? So, Chilling Scares has uploaded. I almost disliked the video by accident. But, anyways, they have uploaded a video titled 5 Most Disturbing Things Caught on Uber Dash Footage. Yeah, dash cam footage. But, yeah, there's been times where you see some, like, videos that then went viral through, Uber drivers. Yeah, man, because, it's like, being an Uber driver, I feel like it's a dangerous job. Like, you really don't know who you pick it up at the end of the day. It's like the one video I just seen yesterday where it was like the girl, well, I mean, it wasn't like as dangerous compared to others, but yeah, it's still though, it could have been a dangerous situation. But no, so the girl, she steals from a Walgreens, calls an Uber because like she ended up like dumping her car off somewhere, but still, like, you're putting that Uber driver's life at risk. I'm like, fam, I don't know what's going on. They gonna think that me and you is cool, and I'm like, bro, I'm so yeah. It's one of those things, man, where I'm like, being an Uber driver, they just, well, it's gonna probably be some stories that I know of that they'll mention in here. But if not, then yeah, if I think of it, then yeah, I'll like mention it, or if it's a story that makes of resembles another story, then yeah, I'll mention it. But anyways, yeah, if I'm like, I then seen where people, they done, Uber drivers almost done, or not even almost, like they attempted robbery. Well, yeah, I guess it was like an attempted robbery, the one. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's some more out there. But anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Chilling Scares. And with that being said,
on the night of January 19th, 2019, an Uber driver named Albert Castro picked up a passenger from a bar in Citrus Heights, California. This passenger was 32-year-old Chu Vang. He'd been partying at this bar for many hours and was completely intoxicated. However, picking up inebriated passengers from bars was part of Albert's daily routine, so he didn't think much of it. What he didn't know at that time was that picking up Chu would soon put his life in grave danger. Fortunately, he captured the whole incident on his dashcam. Things started off fairly normal, with Chu sitting in the front seat and
yeah, that's that's one thing about it. It's like if I'm with multiple people and then they sit in the back seat, then yeah, then I'll sit in the front and things. If not, they just put me on the top of the car. But no, okay. But jokes aside, though, if I'm just the only one in that car, I'm not sitting in the front seat. Even if the Uber driver's like, hey, you can sit in the front seat if you want. I'm like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't. It's not like it's like a against the rules of being in an Uber or whatever. I mean, but still, though, I don't know, man. It feels weird. I feel like that when if it's you by yourself inside of an Uber driver, you gotta sit, like, yeah, you can sit on the passenger side, but it has to be a seat back, so like in the opposite, like, so like, yeah, it not directly behind the Uber driver, but on the opposite end of the Uber driver.
Trying to strike up a conversation with Albert while in his drunken state. But then out of nowhere, he started freaking out and saying things like, "You're gonna crash." Albert tried to calm things down and reassured him that he was not gonna crash. What Albert didn't realize, however, was that Chu wasn't fearing for his own safety. Instead, he was making a threat. Because just a few seconds later, he did this.
No, dude!
He grabbed the steering wheel and turned it in his direction, sending the car swerving across 2 different lanes while going 65 miles per hour down the Business 80 highway. It was a miracle they managed to avoid hitting any other cars. Thankfully, Albert was able to react quickly and remove his hands from the steering wheel before he put them in any more danger. But just when he thought the situation was under control, Chu made another attempt, this time lunging at the steering wheel with his whole body.
Where we at?
That's it, you gotta hurry up and get to an exit and get that. I'm like, no, you called. And I guess, like, it is dangerous, to leave them out. But I'm like, I think in a panic, I'm like, this guy gotta get out of my car.
Toward Mac Road. Yeah, where we at? You gotta let go of my hand, bro. Think so. Where we at? We're heading downtown. We're going to Southside.
This guy is crazy.
Man!
Take him to the police station. I'm like, yeah, this guy got issues.
We're gonna go. You gotta let go, man. No, we're gonna go crazy.
It took everything Albert had in him to keep Chu from causing a potentially fatal crash.
I know.
And while Chu passed out and stopped fighting for a few seconds, it wasn't long before he was trying to reach for the steering wheel again.
Hello, you brother. Hello, brother.
Hey, guy, got some serious issues.
We're not gonna die, man, but you gotta let go.
No, I love you, brother. I love you, brother.
You gotta let go, man.
I love you, brother.
Fortunately, by this point, they were already stopped, albeit in the middle of the road. But what made this situation even more disturbing was Chu's complete lack of awareness and concern for what he just did. He's even heard saying the words, "We're going to die," like it's nothing. After catching his breath for a short while, Albert finally managed to call the police and explain his situation.
Ma'am, I'm in the middle of the freeway. I have a drunk Uber passenger grabbing my steering wheel.
No.
We're just south of 99 and 50.
Chu was arrested and later charged with DUI for trying to take control of a moving vehicle while under the influence. Now, I wasn't able to find any reports on the conviction he received, as it's a pretty niche case without much of any news coverage. But given the video evidence clearly showing him committing the crime, there's a good chance he was hit with a felony and will never be allowed to drive again. Still, it's disturbing to think about what could have happened.
To be banned from Uber. So yeah, I have to say, like, yeah,
if Albert did
felony, it should be banned from ever riding in any like taxi service again. Banned from driving, banned from drinking. I really don't know how they would go through with that. Probation, yeah, it's like they gotta give this man pretty much one of those punishments where it's like he'll never do no crap like this again.
Didn't have the reaction time to stop Chu before he managed to crash the car.
Like, if he goes and pretty much like disregards any of those things I just laid out, then yeah, it's like then you're gonna have to do some jail time. I was like, you just put this man's life at risk.
On February
for no
10, 2022, 38-year-old Uber driver Christina Spikuza picked up a man wearing a ski mask from the small town of Pitcairn, Pennsylvania.
Hi, Fortunea. How are you today?
The weather was quite cold, so she didn't find the mask suspicious. But the complete disregard for her questions, or at the very most, a murmured response, was unusual. Though she continued as usual and began driving to the requested location, not knowing that things would turn bad very quickly. As they were about to reach the destination, the passenger made an odd move and shifted into the middle back seat. To Christina, it seemed like he was just trying to get a better view of the surroundings so he could point off the drop-off location. And sure enough, that's exactly what he did.
It's like, you know, the thing is this. You don't want to judge a book by its cover, but at the same time, even I will find something off about this guy. And that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I know people are going to probably be all like, oh, it's like trying to come up. No, it's one of those things where I'm like, nah, this guy is acting weird. You know, the thing is this, there's absolutely nothing wrong with his attire, especially like after, because they did say it's 2022. So yeah, people were still like being affected by COVID and all that stuff, and they doing any and everything. So that's what would be running through my mind. But just the way that he's acted, I'm like, nah, he definitely got some other stuff in like plants. So that's why I'm like, yeah, this guy, something ain't right about him.
Right here,
but
there.
as soon as they get in your car, it's like, what can you possibly do? So
he told her to stop in a secluded wooded area just before Monroeville, Pennsylvania. But just as she tried to pull over, he did something Christina could have never expected.
What, robbed her?
Keep driving.
I'm sorry?
Keep driving.
You've got to be joking.
Keep driving.
What are you doing?
This is a gun. Keep driving.
No, it's not. Stop.
I can't show the visuals on YouTube, but the back passenger presses a gun to her head, grabbing her ponytail with his other hand, and instructs her to keep driving. Christina tried to stay calm and reason with the passenger. Unfortunately, he had no intention of showing any mercy.
Come on, man. I got a family. What are you
I got
doing?
a family too. Now drive.
What are you doing?
Drive.
Please stop.
Drive the car, miss.
Why
Just
are you
drive.
doing
Don't
this?
Don't make this so noticeable. Just drive.
Why are you doing this?
Drive the car.
A few seconds later, he grabbed her phone so she couldn't call for help. He also noticed and disabled the dashcam that had captured everything to this point. Tragically, this also marked the last time Christina was seen alive. Her family reported her as missing when she failed to return home that night, prompting an immediate search and rescue effort to locate her. And after 2 days of searching, Christina's body was discovered face down in the woods near Monroeville with a bullet wound to the back of her head. After further investigation, authorities also found her car, which was somehow back in Pitcairn. Fortunately, this discovery allowed investigators to recover the dashcam footage, as well as dust from the passenger's fingerprints. Combined with the information from Uber about who booked the ride, these clues led investigators to identify and arrest the suspect 5 days later on February 17th.
That's good.
This turned out to be a 25-year-old man named Calvin Crew. Calvin denied the allegations and refused to talk about his motives. But the records from Christina's phone showed that he tried to access her banking apps multiple times after he'd already shot her in the head. Put simply, this was a robbery gone horribly wrong. He stood in front of a jury in February 2025 and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
That's what I'm like, look, people, the thing is this, even if you, like, if you know that the gun's not real, like, you could clearly look at it, be like, okay, like, bro, that's a plastic gun, come on now. It's like, you don't do that. It's like, but my thing is this, if you don't know, don't try to put up no argument. I'm like, hey, look, bro, take what you want. I'm not trying to die, all right? So it's like, you want the car, you want the phone, you want money, whatever, take that stuff. I'm not trying to lose my life over something that I could get back, So that's why I'm like, nah, bro, you could go ahead. I'm like, you can take it, keep it. Yeah, it's that type of stuff where I'm like, yeah, it's just, I'm not going to lose my life over something where it's like, it has like, like to me, it just doesn't have like no value. Like, I'm not saying like, yeah, I'm just gonna be giving away my stuff, but overall it's like, it's not worth losing my life over, So anyway,
this cold-hearted crime.
That's crazy.
On the 17th of March 2014, 52-year-old John...
Like that last guy, he could just very well go get you a job. You 25 years old. You got time to do stuff like this, but you ain't got time to go out and get you a job. It's crazy.
Williams picked up an Uber passenger at around midnight from a sketchy area in Chicago. However, what should have been an ordinary ride like any other turned into something that'll likely stick with him for the rest of his life. It began almost the moment the passenger got into the car, as she made a bizarre statement that left John confused. But before he had the chance to fully process what was going on, things escalated.
Diamond.
Yeah. Go. You finna shoot up the car.
Shoot up the car.
Yeah, go.
What the?
Oh, wow.
What is that? What the is that?
That's crazy.
What the was that?
He just shot at the car.
For what?
Let me call the police.
Man, this.
Let me call the police, Cuddy.
That's crazy.
As soon as John started driving, someone actually opened fire and shot at the car. John stepped on the gas and didn't ease up, running a stop sign and hitting multiple speed bumps. The shooter turned out to be the ex-boyfriend of the girl John had picked
That's
up.
crazy.
He was even briefly caught on the dash cam, seen running after John's car as it drove away. Fortunately, the shots missed the vehicle, and both John and the passenger were completely
it's like,
unharmed.
yeah, that's one of those things where I'm like, if I'm not saying that she definitely shouldn't have got nobody else's life involved, but it's like, that's one of those things where it's like, call the cops. Like, if you that scared or that, it's like, yeah, you had time to call the cops, or she should have called the cops. So at least it's like, it could have been even, because it's like, all he is an Uber driver. It ain't like he got a, if he does have a gun to defend himself, the last thing he's expecting is that he's picking up somebody in his with like the Uber, and yeah, then it's like they got a crazy ex that's shooting at him and stuff. He don't, like, nobody ain't gonna be expecting that, so it's like, I'm just here to pick somebody up. So yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, hopefully she did call the cops and she leave that guy alone, because that's insane.
At least physically. According to an interview he did later, this incident left John completely traumatized, as he'd never experienced anything this terrifying in his over 12,000 Uber rides. After the footage was featured in the news and it started gaining more attention, people came together and raised nearly $800 to help John pay for psychological counseling.
That's good.
On the night of September 15th, 2018, an Uber driver was completing a ride in Long Island, New York, when, out of nowhere, he was intercepted by another car driving dangerously close and trying to cut him off.
So I'm going to the right?
No, go through this light. Go through it straight.
Straight.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what do I do?
Go to the top of the hill and you'll see a light. We'll make a right.
Okay.
Whoa. What's going on here? Doing? Oh my goodness. That was
That was a
weird.
little weird.
The other driver then pulled ahead of the Uber and blocked the road with his car. He then jumped out, approached the Uber, and started banging on the car's window.
That's but
What's that?
X?
Blew the right leg. Get the out of the car right now.
Just
not
go,
getting
just
out of the
go, go, go.
Yeah.
Go, just go. Just
Drive.
go. Go around him. Go. Go around him. Oh my god, this is crazy.
This was an extremely dangerous situation. The other driver was angry and could have potentially had a weapon on him as well. One wrong move and all three people in the Uber could have easily lost their lives to what looked like either road rage or an attempted robbery. Fortunately, the Uber driver made the right decision and kept his car locked. But when he tried to leave without getting into a fight, the other driver got back into his car and started chasing them.
911.
That's
Tell them we're being
insane.
chased.
Hi, I'm in an Uber car and we're being chased by another car who was threatening the driver. And we're
We're on Vernon Valley.
And he's
Road.
pursuing us right
He's
now.
pursuing us right now.
he's chasing us in a car.
In a white car.
They were also approaching a red light, which made them panic even more, fearing that stopping would give the other driver a chance to get out and threaten them again.
Coming up to a light. Now we're coming up to a light. I'm scared because
We're
of
gonna
this
have to go
stop.
through it.
We're gonna have to go through it.
Because
Yeah.
This
Or-
guy is.
He jumped out of the car.
We're in a Tesla.
But then something incredibly lucky happened that none of them saw coming. Not only did the light turn green as soon as they approached it, they also found a cop car that was already patrolling the area.
There.
No, we had the passenger. There's a gentleman who stopped us and tried to have a fight with me, and he started pursuing us.
He jumped out of the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Yeah,
guy.
that's him. That's him.
That's him.
anywhere.
That's him.
Stay here.
The cop managed to pull him over, allowing the Uber to drive away safely. And according to the video's description on YouTube, the driver was later arrested for driving while intoxicated. It's still unclear what the driver's intentions were or what would have happened if the police car hadn't been there when it was.
That's crazy.
On the 22nd of March 2020, an Uber driver picked up his passenger in Washington, D.C. and was looking for the right time to merge into traffic, when a random man suddenly opened the front passenger door and got into the car.
Your day, Ben?
Okay.
I think I've seen this one. This was one of those like viral stories.
Can I help you?
Where that money at?
Yeah,
Get out.
I
What?
remember.
Stop paying me. Where that money at?
I don't have any money.
Stop paying me. Where's that? Right now. Give
I
it to
don't
me.
have
right
cash.
Now.
It's digital world, bro.
Man, give me your wallet.
I don't have it.
Give me your wallet. Right
That's
now.
crazy.
Give it to me.
He began threatening the driver with a gun, asking for his wallet. Most people in this situation would likely panic and hand over whatever the robber
Yeah.
demands, which is the right thing to do in most cases. After all it takes is one wrong move for someone to lose their life while being threatened with a gun. However, not only did the Uber driver that turned out to be ex-military keep his calm, he also did something that no one else should. He called the robber's bluff.
Right now. Give it to me. Bro, stop.
You gonna shoot me?
Give me that wallet.
Get the out of here. You don't want to get shot. Come on,
Give me
man.
that wallet, bro.
No.
Bro, stop playing me before I hit you right now. Give me that wallet, bro.
It's like ex-military. It's like you hear some story about some. I forgot about that part, but yeah, you hear some stories about some ex-military guys, and it's like, man, they just they good at stuff like that, you know. But still, it's one of those things. It's like you still gotta look at the statistics of how many times does stuff like this go wrong, and it was somebody that was ex-military that was involved. So.
I got on my camera too.
Oh, look at you. Awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super grateful for you right now.
Well, ex-military. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's insane.
Before things could escalate any further, he stepped on the gas, forcing the robber to quickly step out. His actions may have been a bit reckless, but in the end they turned out to be the right call, as they saved both him and his passenger from losing everything. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any follow-up information available in this case. Hopefully the robber was identified.
If his face was like right there on camera, they most likely had got him and stuff, and then just kind of it was just under the radar, like I guess the outcome of the situation.
And taken into custody before he attempted to harm any more people.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, you know, being an Uber driver, Uber, Lyft, taxi, all that stuff, I'm like, it's a dangerous game, because, you know, you got some people out there where it's like they're not, they don't care if you're an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, taxi, all that stuff. It's like all that they care about is whatever their intentions are, you know, when they're either committing a crime or any of the stuff that these guys are doing in this video. So, but anyways, yeah, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Chilling Scares for more videos like this. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and peace.